What's going on, people? Granada 0, Manchester United 2. I should be smiling, but the performance was woeful. No creativity again. Look, we got a long ball over the top from Lindelof, a great ball. Rashford controls it, brings it down, world class, and he tucks it away. Great finish. But other than that, we get a penalty at the end that Bruno converts, which the keeper should have saved. It's woeful. Like, we play horrible football. Granada played the better football, and they didn't even really create that much, but they still look better than us with the ball. It's not good enough. It's below average. It's not even bang average. It's below average, and we can't keep getting away with it. We're getting away with it so far this year, but it's not sustainable. Like I've said before, look, we've got a great result tonight, but the performance was horrible. If we go into the next round and we get the likes, if we go into the next round, it's only going to be harder if you go up against the likes of like Roma, even Arsenal. I mean, it's really not good enough. It really isn't, and I'm frustrated with Ollie. Look, the players have to go out and do the business as well, but what's the tactics? Rashford scores, but he shouldn't be playing. He's clearly not fit. 2-0, and I predicted 2-0, so I'm happy I got the prediction right, but it's not convincing. It's really not. So let's get into the match notes. 26.5 minutes until we get the first proper chance. That says it all. And it was Rashford with a far out curler. Wasn't too far off, to be fair. Top right hand corner wasn't far off at all. But a bit of that, it was kind of like a cross shot. You couldn't really tell. But nearly 27 minutes into the game, nearly half an hour's worth of football before we have our proper first chance. It's not good enough. It's not. About a minute later, Kennedy, who's on loan from Chelsea, had a half volley, narrow angle on the left-hand side of the box. It went high over the bar. He had a few moments like this that I'll cover in the match notes. Some volleys, half volleys. Good striker of the ball, but all of them were pretty much either high or straight at De Gea tonight. Soldado then got across Lindelof at the side, but put it into the side netting. I thought Lindelof was really good tonight. He would be my man of the match. I thought he made some crucial blocks and tackles, and he was by far the standout player for me. Rashford then made it 1-0. Great ball over the top, long ball over the top from Lindelof. Rashford, great control to bring it down, and a tidy finish. Just out of nothing after that, we went back to doing nothing again. Bruno then had a shot quite far out that deflected for a corner. The Granada then had a free kick, which it looked like it was going in. It hit the post, and then De Gea sort of I think he might have just skimmed it with his hand, and I think it went off of Maguire and went out for a corner. But that was close. De Gea didn't look too confident with that. Soldado then missed a half chance from a corner. Kennedy then had another quality strike, but it was straight at De Gea, like a good technique, I should say. A volley from a corner just outside the box, but straight at De Gea. It dealt with it quite comfortably. That was the first half, so the majority of the chances were for Granada, whether they were half chances or not. We just wasn't in it. So we were lucky to get the goal that we did, even though it was well taken by Rashford and a great ball from Lindelof. Other than that, we created nothing. Kennedy had another straight shot outside the box, straight at De Gea, who collected comfortably again. Maguire then had a long shot from quite a good run from Maguire, but it was nowhere near the goal. Went far wide. Good power on it, but lacked the accuracy. Soldado then had a wild shot quite far out and went far wide. Kennedy then had another straight shot at De Gea. Mashis had a shot from out for a corner. Bruno Fernandes then had a chance that he should score. Blatant. He should score. There's no doubt about it. Dan James gives him the pass, very next to close to the goal, and it got saved by the keeper and then cleared by the defender. But Bruno has to score that, and he usually would. But Bruno didn't have a good game tonight. He converted the penalty, but didn't have a good game. Tellez then put a cross in for Cavani, who had a header which went narrowly wide, but this is what we got the penalty from. And on the replay, Bruno got shoved in the face from one of the players. So it was a penalty. Bruno stepped up, put it away, but the keeper got his hands to it and spilt it. Couldn't keep it out. He should save it, to be fair. Wasn't the best penalty from Bruno, and I think the keeper should save it. So look, we've got lucky at the end there as well. The scoreline is a little bit flattering for our performance. It had 0-0 written all over it, in my opinion. Great goal from Rashford, but other than that, as I said, we got lucky at the end with a penalty, and Granada looked better with the ball, and I thought they looked a better footballing team once again. This isn't the first time I've said this season. Most of the games this is happening. We're winning when we're playing badly, but I'm getting tired of it already. Like, I'd rather us go out and play attractive and entertaining football, because that's what Manchester United was built off of, and I'm already getting tired of it. Like, it's good to get the results, but not risking that for having no entertainment, no creativity, no intensity. Like, it's boring, and the fans don't want to see that, regardless of the results you're getting, or the majority of us don't. So, player ratings, David De Gea, I'd give an average 2 of a 5. Didn't have a lot to do. A lot of the shots he had at him were straight at him, and he dealt with them comfortably. Aaron Wan-Bissaka, I'd give an average as well. Good defensively, but poor going forward as usual. So gets an average. Lindelof was my standout player, man of the match for me, with a 7. Some crucial tackles, and obviously got the assist for the Rashford goal, but made several blocks during the game. Maguire got an average, I thought. Had that run where he had the shot that went wide, but I don't think he was outstanding, but didn't really do too much wrong either. So I'd give him a 5. Shaw, I'd give an average 2 as well. Got subbed at half time. I think he might be injured. Not outstanding from Shaw, but nothing complacent either. Tellez come on from at half time as well. So I'd give him an average, Shaw. McTominay and Pogba, I'd give a 4 to. I thought they were both just didn't really offer any creativity, to be honest. Very side to side with the passing. Pogba didn't look at it. And yeah, 4, just below average for me. So McTominay and Pogba with a 4. Dan James, I'd give a 3 to. Went on a few runs in that, but it just runs into people, can't get the final ball to people. And I thought he was the worst player tonight, Dan James. Other than the pass he gave to Bruno, which Bruno should score from, that's all he's done that I've seen that was good. So for me, Dan James gets a 3. Bruno, I would give a 4 to, below average as well. Similar to Pogba and McTominay, struggled tonight. Obviously, he scored the penalty at the end. But I'm not bumping his rating up and giving him above average just for scoring a penalty that the keeper should have saved, because I do it on overall play, and for the game, he was below average. So a 4 for Bruno, a 4 for Rashford as well. Look, he took the ball down great for his goal. But other than that, he was making poor decisions, losing the ball in dangerous areas, running into people. He tried to do a pirouette in the box at one point for no reason and just lost it needlessly. He's not fit though, so I do feel for him on that. But that's down to Ollie not to play him. And if he's going to play, look, he scores a goal. But for me, he shouldn't be playing at the moment because of he's not fit. And his performance suggested that as well, other than the goal. So he gets a 4. Greenwood, I'd give a 4 to as well. Bit quiet, just not at it for me. Not what we see from Greenwood, or we expect to see from him, even though he's very young still. So I'd give him a 4 as well. Tellez, I'd give an average 2. I thought he done alright when he come on, but didn't really do a whole lot. Matic, I'd give an average 2 as well. Cavani and Donny would also get an average for me. So all the subs would get an average. Didn't have a great deal of time other than Tellez. I thought Tellez was okay, but I thought easily tonight for me, standout player was Lindelof. A lot of people don't want him in the team. They would prefer Bay with Maguire. I wouldn't suggest so. Like, I think Maguire's been a little bit better recently, but I don't think Lindelof is that bad. He gets dealt with in the air sometimes, but in terms of the long balls and that, I think he's a better passer of the ball than Maguire is. And that showed tonight. I thought he was head and shoulders above Maguire tonight. So I don't like to see the back down playing on Lindelof at times. I thought he was our man of the match easily tonight. So Lindelof is a 7. As for Ollie, substitutions for the majority of them, too late again. Donny got about 7 minutes at the end. What is the point? Why are you playing Rashford again? He's clearly not fit. Yes, he scores, but I wouldn't take that just at the risk of injuring him even more. Especially when we've got games in quick succession. Again, we got Spurs Sunday, then we got Granada again. He's ruined. I think he's just going to ruin his career. He's never going to say he's not fit to play because he wants to play, But it's down to Ollie and the coaching staff and the medical team to say and spot that he's not what he says he is in terms of fitness. And I don't like what Ollie's doing with him, because it's too much football, too much of the time. And it's just going to make his injuries worse and probably shorten his career. So for me, Ollie, frustrating tonight. The boring football we're playing. Like, we never changed the shape, really. There's no intensity, there's no creativity. It's side to side, it's slow. There's no intensity, there's no tempo. We're getting lucky. We had one standout moment with the Rashford goal, and then we get lucky at the end with a penalty, which should have been saved. So, again, below average. It's not even bang average, it's below average. I think that's what I'm going to title this video. Look, second leg to come. I think we will get through to the semis, but look, it's only going to get harder now, the opposition, whoever we get. And we struggled in this game even though we've won, and that says it all. So I'm not pleased tonight. I'm happy we've got the result, obviously, but not at the risk of playing this sort of football. Ollie tonight, for me, gets a 4 below average, maybe even a 3. I'm going to give him a 4 though. Man of the match, Lindelof. Spurs on Sunday. I'll be back for Sunday, guys.